talks like this, and he's very creepy. Hi there, welcome. If you are new here, then definitely welcome. If you're old here, then absolutely welcome. My name is Emily Good, and today I am going to talk about what I'm currently reading and kind of like what's going on a little bit. So today is Friday, and I actually decided to cancel my yoga class on Monday. I teach on Monday evenings, and I decided to cancel, and I am going to take my 4-year-old and my 20-month-old on a road trip. We're going to drive to my favorite place on earth. It's a place I used to live. It's a place with a beach, and due to different things that have been going on, I'm not going to say where, but I will let you know after we get back, and I'm really excited. It's my favorite place, and my best friend is going to be there, and I'm just excited to pack up the kids, get in my car, and go get out of town for a little bit. So I'm excited about that. And I am going to tell you about the 2 books, well, actually 3. So I am reading another book. Like, I read it sometimes. Like, my goal is generally to read like 10, 15 pages a day, so that by the end of the month, I will be finished with it. It's bath time right now, and Daddy's doing it, so the kids are not the happiest because dads don't do it the way moms do. But anyway, so I'm just going to tell you what I'm reading and how I'm enjoying them. So I started the Adventures, Roman, literally 15 minutes later. So I can't entirely remember what I've said about this, but I am 308 pages into the Adventures of Amina, al-Sirafi, I believe is how I say it, by Shannon Chakraborty. I went from The Shining to this because I felt like even a middle grade spooky book would be entirely too much for my psyche. So I was like, what book do I have on my TBR? Because I'm really trying to stick to my TBR. And I was like, what book sitting on my nightstand would totally take me away from the Overlook Hotel? And I figured the high seas would take me away. The Indian Ocean. Let me get out on let me travel with some pirates. And I started it, and I am about 180 pages, I think, from being finished, and I am very much enjoying it. Gosh, what do I have to say about it? So, Amina was a pirate. She was very well known. Like, there are tales told about her. What I am very much loving is the fact that Amina is a mom. She used to have this very exciting life out on the ocean, exploring, being the most badass sea captain that anybody ever saw. Like, even men respect her, which is very rare, of course, like in pirates, and you know, where you've got a bunch of pirates trying to answer to somebody. Obviously, like, for a woman to be able to command a bunch of pirates is obviously rare. So you've got Amina. She's this badass pirate, but she's in retirement. And she's got her daughter, and she's basically hiding up on a hill because, you know, there would be people who would want to kill her. If they were to know where she was at, they would want to kill her. And somehow a mysterious woman shows up, very wealthy. She shows up. She essentially threatens Amina. She threatens Amina, and she also bribes Amina with more money than Amina could ever make. And alas, we are back on the ocean again. Amina left her daughter to go back out onto her ship, her beloved, I forget what it's called. I will definitely have notes and like make sure that I'm saying everything right in my wrap up, or I might do like a what I thought of this book video. But here's what I'm saying. Here's what I have to say so far. So I am enjoying the way that this author is talking about women. I am loving a lot of the different passages that I've read about how Amina is a mom and she struggles with loving being a mom more than anything, but also kind of missing the life that she used to live, missing that life of adventure, missing like being out there, like really messing people up and, you know, just living an exciting life. You know, she has been missing that. And she left her daughter behind to try to help her daughter by going on this voyage that's turning out to be extremely dangerous. So what I will say so far that I am really loving about it is the fact that this is a mom. She's just a mom who kind of got sucked back up into her old lifestyle, and she feels bad about it, but she's like kind of grappling with the fact that like she's enjoying it at the same time. So I am enjoying this very much. It's not normally my typical genre, but I am very much enjoying this book. And I am, okay, so the other book that I'm reading, so rest in peace, Jimmy Buffett. My first reaction to finding out that Jimmy Buffett passed away was anger because I wanted to see him live so bad. But that's my own selfish, that was my own selfish, first reaction to him passing away. So I do feel bad about that. But, you know, we lost such a soul with Jimmy Buffett. I love his pirate, sailor, pilot personality. I love his songs. I've been just kind of trying to, celebrate his life. And I have had this on my shelf for years. A Pirate Looks at 50. I have to say that I thought that I would enjoy it a lot more than I have. He had a very interesting life, and I want to learn about him, but honestly, I don't know if I'm loving the way that it's kind of flowing together. I feel like memoirs, I usually love, they're very easy for me to follow, and his life is very interesting, and I love him, and I will definitely continue dabbling with this, but it's not as fascinating as I thought it would be. But I love Jimmy Buffett, and I am going to celebrate his life this month. And yeah, so that's the other physical book that I'm reading. And the audiobook that I am listening to right now, and here's what I'll say. So I have been having a tough time with audiobooks lately. I find that my mind is just elsewhere, and I can't hone in on a book. It's just been too difficult for me. I don't end up enjoying audiobooks, and I don't think it's fair to the reading experience, to the author, or to the book, the story, just because I feel like time and time again, I'm not enjoying audiobooks. So I think it's a me problem, not the audiobook problem. So that's what I'll say. But I just took a chance, and I went on the Libby app, and I'm about to go on that road trip. And I'm like, what can I get that maybe I'll be able to listen to on the road trip? I found that the Halloween Moon, and I am about 30% of the way through the Halloween Moon. It's Middlegrade. I am seriously obsessed. So I'm 2 for 2 right now. Again, I'm only 30% in, but I can only see this book getting better and better. But it's the Halloween Moon. I love the story. I love the vibes. I love the characters. I love the spookiness. It's a middle grade, but it is spooky. I'm all the adult, it's Halloween night, and you've got Esther Gold, and she's obsessed with Halloween, okay? And She is out trick-or-treating against her parents' wishes. They did not want her trick-or-treating this year because they feel like she's too old, but Halloween is her life. She's already made like 3 costumes. She's super into it. And she is out trick-or-treating with her friend. What the heck is his name? I can't remember it right now. But she and her best friend are out trick-or-treating, and they're finding that all the adults are asleep and no kids are out. So like everything is super spooky, gloomy, eerie. What the heck is going on? And all the adults are asleep. Except for this creepy guy. His name might be Dan Apple. He drives around an ice cream truck that plays like really spooky music. And he's like selling apples. And he definitely has like, so like the way that she describes him is he has a smile that's like very practiced and very fake. Like he talks like this and he's very creepy. And it is seriously freaking me out, but in the best way. I am loving it so much. I'm loving this like spooky Halloween night story, and I feel relieved that I am enjoying this audiobook. So I actually think that I'm going to have it finished by Monday. And then another Libby library book came through, and it's another Middlegrade, and it's The Girl Who Drank the Moon. So I do have the physical copy, but I don't want to listen to anything too scary because, you know, my 4-year-old is going to be with me. So I don't want like anything too crazy happening. But we are going to be listening to The Girl Who Drank the Moon, which I believe is another Middlegrade. And so I hope that I will get 2 audiobooks in on my, like this weekend and on my travels, and then hopefully listen to something else on the way back. So it's such a good time. I'm so excited. I am having a hard time prioritizing my Shakespeare books, my Shakespeare plays, but I am going to take my Kindle as well, and I have Antony and Cleopatra on my Libby as well. So I'm going to try to dabble a little bit in that, but I've honestly had a hard time just because I've been so invested in the fiction books that I've read, but it is very important to me to participate in Shakespeare. I love what they're doing. I love all the videos. If you haven't checked it out, you should. Even if you just watch a play or watch something about Shakespeare, it's just basically about celebrating Shakespeare. It's being put on by books I'm not reading, Old Blues, and I'm sorry, I'll tag him down below. It is Books I'm Not Reading, Reading's husband, and also A Day of Small Things. And I just am loving all of the engagement. I'm loving all the different content that they're putting out. So every week even if you just watch their videos about like their review of the specific plays. Last Sunday was Romeo and Juliet. This Sunday they will be each posting a video about Henry III, and next Sunday will be Antony and Cleopatra. So even if you don't read the play, just tune in and listen to what they have to say about it, because that's still like participating in my eyes, but I'm not a host, so I'm not the rule maker. But yeah, that is what I have to say. Actually, all the kids and Will, or all the kids, my 2 kids and Will are waiting in the car for me actually. Things just got a little bit wild. So I'm going to get off of here. This is my first like weekly check-in, just because like I feel like I don't want it to be redundant, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't really know what the heck else to film right now. So, and I really have been in a good grind with like posting something constantly. I don't want to post garbage, but I thought that this would be a fun little like check-in of what I'm currently reading, what I'm thinking about it, where I'm at with the books that I'm reading. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who comments. You know, I hate to keep talking about Michaela Reads, but I just can't say how much I appreciate you. I feel like, you know, I don't know how you do what you do, like with commenting on other people's stuff, but I know I always like look forward to what you're going to say. And I know that it takes a lot of time to watch all of these different videos. I'm sure that you're constantly busy by it, but you know, I just feel like it's such a I don't know. I'm so appreciative. So thank you so much to Michaela Reeds and anybody else who sees anything and comments anything or likes or anything at all. I just appreciate it all. I'm having so much fun, and thank you so much for watching. Take good care. I hope you're reading something super spectacular. I know I am. Take good care. Bye.